proceeding forward with the foreclosures. You didn't do a foreclosure since 1971. It was due to a sidewalk, maybe 500 bucks. You foreclosed on that property. They turned back around you and sued you for the value of their house. You did a payout of $18,000. Learn from your mistakes. When you begin to foreclose on these properties, you're going to get sued. You're going to be challenged based upon the Constitution. These property owners have property rights. They own the properties. And when you start coming in and saying that you have a right to buy that property before it even goes into the foreclosure process to get fair market value for these property owners, you are not impartial on that sale. You are stepping in, bringing in nuisance fines, fees, violations, garbage. Well, look at the pictures up there. You're not picking up too much garbage, but you sure are finding these owners, these property owners who may have mental illness, maybe elderly people, may have numerous problems that we're not bringing to this group to attention at this time, and you are moving in as a vulture to the most vulnerable people in this city who do not want to lose their homes. And whether they're there or not, they're in somebody's name, it is their property. Now, again, issue number 2, your main primary focus is to protect the interest of the public, to go in there, be reasonable, negotiate with them to help fix up these properties. And by the way, when you go into these properties, instead of you trying to exercise the right to pull this property out from underneath these property owners using your nuisance liens, which I consider almost unconstitutional, and I will love to challenge you on every one of these cases in court, and I want to have attorneys lined up to challenge you on these cases, because point blank, you're talking about people being removed out of their homes, losing their properties, rent control, this and that. Well, what do you think you're doing right now by throwing out fees on these people and then trying to take their home at a discount and they can't do anything about it? Well, guess what? You think you have activists out there for rent control. You haven't seen anything yet on this foreclosure proceeding as of this evening. You didn't foreclose since 1971. Quit being greedy, because you couldn't get your tax pushed through and you wanted that extra $12 million, and you've calculated on these liens as well as I have. There's about $10 to $20 million worth of valuations on liens on overall properties that you want that money. Well, guess what? You're not going to get that money. You're not going to get these people to walk away from these properties. You're not going to get these people to just give them away to you to exercise first right to purchase these properties based upon nuisances. It's not going to happen this day and age. Property ownership means something to people, and I'll guarantee you, when we have conversations with these owners, they're not going to be happy about this process at all. And City Hall to sit back like vultures, waiting to take these properties from the most vulnerable people in this city, who are in their homes or want to keep these homes to maybe give to their kids in the future. That's their business what they want to do with these properties. But for you to think you can take these properties out from under them, it's not going to happen. It's going to be challenged by the ACLU, and it'll be challenged by half of this city that care about the most vulnerable people. Thank you.